My name is Sophia Reed. I'm 32 years old, and everything I thought I knew about my family crumbled to dust at my father's milestone celebration. Picture it, a lively home filled with chatter and the scent of home-baked pies. Then, without warning, my dad leaned over the crowded table, his stare pinning me in place. Sophia, the $150,000 I transferred to you, what happened to it? My pulse thundered in my ears. $150,000. I went rigid, my spoon tumbling from my fingers and ringing against the china. What are you talking about? I managed to choke out. My brother's expression drained of color, his fingers twitching as if he wanted to intervene. The air thickened into an oppressive quiet. I'd received a windfall to fuel my passion for launching a cozy coffee shop, but it turned out a loved one had hijacked it for their own schemes. Nothing stings like treachery from those closest to you. Ever felt that knife twist? Drop your tale in the replies below. I've been hustling in New York City for nearly a decade, juggling shifts as a barista manager at a trendy upscale roastery. It's a whirlwind of steaming lattes, supplier negotiations, and late-night shifts, all while harboring visions of more. My true calling? Opening my own artisanal cafe, a haven blending bold brews with handmade pastries, where locals could linger and create memories. A couple of seasons ago, my dad handed me that golden opportunity on a silver platter. He sent over $600,000, pure and simple, insisting it was my launchpad to independence. I was speechless. His faith in me was the spark I'd been chasing. I'd been pinching pennies, eyeing spots in Portland, the Pacific Northwest city where I was raised, plotting a return to roots and reinvention. That sum was my bridge to tomorrow, and I guarded it like a vow. But just last week, my brother rang unexpectedly. His words came clipped, scripted almost. "Dad's under the weather," he muttered. "His big 65th bash is off. Skip the trip home, no point." It gnawed at me. Turning 65 was his obsession. He'd raved about it endlessly, orchestrating a full-blown soiree at our old Craftsman in the Hawthorne district. Why scrap it without a whisper from him? I probed deeper, concern sharpening my tone. "Is he all right?" He deflected, mumbling, "Just a bug. Relax." But his edge screamed evasion, like he was shoving me out the door. I ended the call with a pit in my gut. None of it aligned. We'd never meshed perfectly. He was the showman, always flaunting gadgets and getaways I could only window shop. Childhood meant him raiding my closet unchecked, eclipsing me with boasts of ski trips or high-end watches. I'd mastered the art of ignoring him, but this? It reeked of ulterior motives. Why fabricate a cancelled event? I scanned my messages, crickets from Dad, which screamed wrong. He's the direct type, phoning weekly to grill me on roasts and routines. Illness? He'd loop me in personally. Doubts snowballed. Was he masking a deeper mess? I booked a red-eye to Portland regardless. No way I'd ghost his landmark day, ailment or not. I'd surprise him with a custom leather-bound journal, etched with inside jokes we'd shared, proof of our unbreakable thread. The flight was a quick hop from JFK, under 4 hours. As I zipped my carry-on, his faith replayed in my head, that steadfast voice urging me onward. I logged into my banking app for reassurance, a warm rush for the $600,000 lifeline. Yet, amid the ledger, a buried alert snagged me, an obscure outflow, sender obscured by code. My breath hitched. Linked to his call. I dialed my uncle, the family's unflappable oracle, always tuned to the undercurrents without the theatrics. "Off," he scoffed, skepticism dripping. "Dropped by yesterday, your old man spry as ever, tweaking the playlist for his fate." My knuckles whitened on the receiver. So, my brother had spun a web over nothing. Uncle Ray hesitated, then dropped. "Heard your brother's flashing fresh tech toys lately, smartwatch, drones. Dropping cash like confetti, way above his pay grade." It landed like a gut punch. Gadgets, jaunts to Tokyo. He'd always glittered beyond his budget, but this screamed excess. Whispers of unease bloomed, impossible to uproot. On the jet, thoughts spun wild. I cradled the journal's box, anchoring to Dad's joy, yet my brother's evasion looped like a glitch. That fib wasn't harmless, it hinted at a chasm. Touching down in Portland, I beelined for the family bungalow in Hawthorne, gift secured. Rounding the corner, my breath caught, vehicles jammed the curb, golden glow pouring from the panes. The gathering pulsed on. He'd deceived me, and answers lurked within. Crossing the threshold slammed me with melodies and murmurs, crystal tinkling like distant rain. Dad held court by the buffet, beaming amid well-wishes, vitality radiating. My mom flitted near the hearth, refilling bowls, while my brother darted about, his loafers scuffing the oak. Uncle Ray spotted me from the lounge, flashing a conspiratorial nod. I plastered on a grin, but adrenaline surged. Why the blockade? Weaving to Dad, journal in hand. To many more chapters, I murmured, passing it over. His eyes sparkled. He enveloped me in a bear hug. No need for the cross-country haul, he chuckled, genuine. Pulling away, I clocked my brother gawking, pupils flaring before he pivoted. Mom flicked a glance his way, then busied with a coaster. Their vibe crackled, guarded, evasive. As festivities hummed, I shadowed Uncle Ray by the charcuterie spread, nursing a cider. His My Truth serum, slicing through the fluff. Figured it was scrapped, I whispered. He arched a brow, glass midway. Scrapped? Your dad's orchestrated this symphony for months. Your brother swore you were tied up in the city. My core knotted. Not mere deceit about the event, it targeted me. I leaned closer. Anything off kilter? Uncle Ray's timbre dipped. Your brother's gone overboard, new drones, a Vegas jaunt last spring. Caught him at the gadget shop, swiping cards like water. Echoes of that tense exchange, his haste to disconnect. Vegas, big-ticket toys. He'd teetered on extravagance forever, but this? Sourced from shadows. I eyed him, yucking it up with a cousin, his smartwatch gleaming under the chandelier. Mom lingered adjacent, chiming in, but her grin strained, fingers toying with her locket. Uncle Ray's intel replayed, the splurges, the surge in shine. A shiver traced my spine. Concealing a leviathan? Tied to that phantom debit? Urge to ambush flared, but decorum held. Evidence over hunches. While stacking empties, my brother grazed by, cologne biting. Surprise droppin', he hissed, gaze skittering. Thought NYC swallowed you whole. Bite laced his quip, barricade up. I swallowed fire, tracking his retreat, steps clipped. Mom ghosted me, absorbed in pie slices. Their veil was ironclad. Uncle Ray tugged me apart, face grave. Dunno the core rot, but your brother's jittery for ages. And your mom, she's entangled. My ribs caged a drum. Fragments misaligned, deceptions, disbursements, sidelong stares, they converged on a colossus. I gripped the sideboard, breath shallow. This soiree teetered on unveiling far beyond toasts. The evening crested, attendees mingling as a soft jazz underscore wove through. I hovered by Dad, absorbing his gift-unwrapping glee, the earlier fog lifting briefly. Yet dissonance hummed, my brother and Mom orbited afar, optics flickering if I neared. I shelved it, prioritizing his glow. As pie emerged, the crowd converged on the oak table. Dad presided, knife poised, grin wide for the inaugural wedge. I lifted my mug for cheers when he wheeled to me, features sharpening to intent. Sophia, he intoned, slicing the din, that $150,000 I wired. What did you make of it? Time halted. $150,000. Void swallowed thought. My mug wobbled, contents sloshing. Dad, what? I faltered, thread thin. The space ossified, scrutiny universal. His regard bored steady, expectant. Parched, I scanned him. No clue stirred. The $600,000 cafe fund was singular. This phantom sum? Alien. Ere I rallied, my brother, Tyler, unnamed till now, leapt, timbre fracturing. She must have blanked. Pops, he trilled, laugh brittle. City grind's a beast. You get it. Palms knotted, pallor ghostly, sparklet in guilt. I fixed on him, haze birthing barbs. Why the scramble to shield? Dad's palm rose, severing. Tyler, this is Sophia's turn. Edge honed his retort, carving clean. Onlookers fidgeted, buzz dying. Mom, flanking Tyler, mangled her mug stem, grip blanching. Uncle Ray, wall leaning, observed keen, as if cueing the curtain. Atmosphere charged, tempest brewing. I gulped, synapses firing. Dad, zilch on $150,000, I cracked. The $600,000's earmarked for the cafe, intact. But this? News to me. My plea suspended, a portal to the unseen. Tyler's lids ballooned, lips parted for rebuttal, but Dad's scowl moored her. Sophia, he pressed, measured menace. I dispatched $150,000 apiece to you and Tyler, apart from your cafe stake. Yours to wield for horizons, whims. No ledger. Halt, optic grazing Tyler, rebounding. You claim ignorance. Abyss yawned. Equal shares for us. I negated, quaking. No, Dad, cross my heart. Untouched, unheard. Inflection swelled, shock fusing ire. How blind to $150,000. Locked on Tyler, now table clutching, ashen, sealed. Tyler rallied, frantic. Pops, glitch in transit maybe, she babbled, avalanche loose. Banks botch it daily. Feeble ring, her dodge amplifying the snare. Mom advanced, palm on Tyler's, ballast. Mute, her void thundered. Dad's mandible locked, gaze volcanic, raw wound, perhaps wrath. Cease, he iced. Sophia, adamant. I dipped, larynx seized. Chamber choked, assembly suspended, dynasty fracturing live. No longer fiscal, fissure of faith, live streamed. The hall constricted, Dad's queries echo a spectre. I petrified, riveting Tyler, her blanch and quiver. His scrutiny oscillated, resolve stealing amid the void. Shufflers murmured faint, he advanced, timbre ironclad ire. Crystal, $150,000 each. Sophia, your cafe's distinct. 4 legacies, unfettered. I banked on your stewardship. Blow seismic. Vertigo gripped. Extra $150,000. Mine. Not a trace, not a murmur till now. Lips stirred, but he pivoted to Tyler, slits narrowing. And yours, Tyler? Deployed how? Her seam split, barren. Optic to Mom, statue still, digits fused pallid. Chamber poised, her verdict pivotal. At last, Tyler stuttered. I, funneled to ventures, Dad. Prudent plays. Fracture betrayed, stare plummeted. Dad's visage shadowed. Ventures. Echo lacerated. Then Uncle Ray's report, squandering on gizmos, Tokyo escapes. Pulse hammered, Uncle Ray affirmed subtle, door. Tyler sagged, beseeching Mom, who interposed, quaver. Robert, not amid this, Mom implored. Chamber chat later. Dad bypassed, recentering me. Sophia, null receipt. I affirmed, waver faint. Vowed, Dad, $600,000 soul. This. Void. Mandible vice, to Tyler, crescendo. Then Sophia's slice, Tyler? Vanished en route. Tyler's facade shattered, digits mangling chain. Error, she breathed, ghost. Assumed, mine, Dad. Unintended. Severed as Dad's palm crashed timber, stemway shuddering. Assumed. Thunderclap. Pilfered $150,000 alien and torched on watches, wings. Fury crested, digits curling. Tyler's parade, her smirk, fueled by my vein. To Mom, plea fracturing. Did you? She recoiled, seal unbroken. Seam razor. Dad's hush lethal poise. Laura, complicit, yes. Mom's crown jerked, optics panic. Robert, I never meant escalation, she tripped. Tyler faltered, figured would mend pre-spotlight. Mend. Venom surged. Future filched, dubbed oversight. Dad fished phone, digits iron. Summoning law, final. Tyler inhaled sharp, recoiling. Dad, mercy, no. Wail, saline cascade. Mom clutched sleeve, hysteria. Robert, kin first. He repelled, frost. Kin spays the blade. You schemed. Severed. Dialed serene to voice. PD to Hawthorne residence. Embezzlement, $150,000. Frozen tableau, some edging exits, balking the breach. To Tyler, Mom, glacial. Exiled from my orbit. Repay atom by atom, commence. Lungs burned as truth ossified. Lineage in shards, irreversible. The precinct chilled sterile, antithesis to hearth's hearth. I perched in a dim nook, digits interlaced, whirlwind residue. Dad loomed adjacent, granite, Uncle Ray perusing dossier clutched. Tyler, Laura segregated in holds. Burden crushed. Kin imploded hourly. Badge bearer neared, shield fluorescing. Ms. Reed, kin account secured, even keel. Brace for relay. Escorted to mirror vault, Tyler hunched at slab, optics inflamed. Laura adjacent cell, crown dipped, digits restless. Nausea roiled. Unprepped, yet craving verity. Bearer launched on Tyler. Confessed raiding shared vault, your sire's construct, optic to Dad. Housed allotments, $150,000 duo. She siphoned yours weeks back, positing ownership. Gasp snared. Weeks. Decoded the blitz, fresh drones, Tokyo reel flaunted. Incinerated my stake carefree. Motive. I rasped, I a quaking. Bearer inclined. Personal drains, elite gear, fares, penthouse pads. Bulk evaporated. Perhaps $8,000 residual. $8,000. Plunge. $150,000 destiny, crumbs. Optic dad, vice jawed, riveting Tyler via pain. Laura's angle. Dread-cloaked query. Bearer leafed. Laura owned it, granted vault key, wagering refill pre-radar. Refill. Clench volcanic. Future fumbled, roulette. Dad's grasp splintered arm, blanch. No warrant, gravel raw. Uncle Ray proffered sheaf. Corroboration, crisp. Tallies from Tyler's halls, drones, Chronos, premium passages. Spied him at the tech den lunar cycle past, lavish as air. Bearer surveyed, affirm. Sync's confession. Unmasked once keyed. Gaped ledger via glass, ire alloyed stun. High-end Chronos, VR rig, Tokyo Sujin, all my vein. Tyler slumped, crown cradled, poise pulverized. Laura adjacent, vanquished, frame bowed. Colluded, wagering oblivion. Bearer wheeled, solemn. Grave breach. Utah felony larceny, Tier 2. Up to 12 years, levies, restitution mandate. Pause, to me. Bulk dissipated, reclaim arduous. Asset freeze, rides, baubles, partial patch. Dip, larynx vice. Equity rang vacant post-plunder. Dad pierced hush. Prosecute full, adamant. Slandered my kin, I stand unbent. Bearer noted. Charges advance. Detained overnight, yours statements queued. Guilt twined steel. Tyler, Laura elected paths, reckoning dawned. Exiting vault, Uncle Ray palmed shoulder, optic anchor. Upright choice, Sophia, murmur. Doubt clouded. Verity bared, barren triumph. Kin evaporated, stake vapor. Soul arsenal, rectify remnants. The fortnight post-precinct blurred epochs. I ensconced in Dad's den, Hawthorne's law-laden shelves sentinel. Aura leaden, terminus. Dad summoned for solicitous summit, lineage's requiem. Digits danced anxious, betrayal's barbecute. Victoria Lang, Dad's counsel, entered, valise snapping. Sophia, Robert amended legacy, equipoise pro. His brief awaits. Dad opposed, where etched, unyielding. Revamped testament, optic weld. Bungalow, portfolios, all yours. Tyler, Laura, nil. Impact rippled pond still. Bungalow eclipsed $900,000. Stakes from ventures, trove. Yet accession soured. Certain, Dad. Faint. Affirm, mandible taut. Rifled your vein sans nod, Sophia. Faith forfeit. Victoria tendered codex, vellum verdict. Perused, soul air etched. Heft not mere hoard, severed suture. Victoria realigned frames, factual. Tyler, Laura indicted Tier 2 larceny for vault raid, $150,000. Probation, 30 months. Glance Dad. Restitution, $150,000 to you. Sophia, fine $6,000 duo. Core wrenched. Fair script, yet PD pegged $8,000 salvage. Reparations from void. Uncle Ray, convened, interjected serene, pointed. Tyler bartered amends, arms crossed. Traded ride, Lexus fresh, and trinkets, Chronos from Tokyo. Netted $30,000. $30,000. Sync. Equation eluded. Liquidate all, shortfall vast. Laura. Query loath. Uncle Ray exhaled. Pawning baubles, heirlooms, another $7,000 tops. Reclined, whirl. $37,000 scavenged fraction. Bench commandeered Tyler's dregs, insufficient. Victoria sliced reverie. Judicial blueprint, crisp. Installments per wage, default risks lockup, 9 months to 2 years. Epochs. Reverberate. Tyler, Laura, former pillars, now leashed to ledger, ignominy. Dad sundered quiet, base resolute. Duration irrelevant, decree. Choices theirs. Cadence man forged in disillusion, spousal, filial. Optic hymn, anguish veiling ire. Fiscal veil, trust's tomb, irreparable. Tyler, Laura decamped Hawthorne's hush, shunning murmur of your circle. Leased a squat flat on Portland's fringe, drab stack leagues from Lux. Tyler, erstwhile flaunter, toiled gigs, barback, courier, to probation pact. Laura, pedestal plummeted, clerked part-time, coffers bled by briefs. Tapestries tattered, court yoke and chagrin crushing. Sought sentiment, scorn, sorrow, void echoed. Stake squandered, kin conjured. Uncle Ray clasped palm, hearth firm. Tougher than thorns, Sophia, tender. Forge anew. Balm benign, chasm unbridged. Dad rose, frame squared. Your bastion now, sweep encompassing. Claim it. Quitting den, sediment settled. Affluence mine, toll totality. Time's alchemy blunted barbs. Semester's post-rift, I fronted Portland's pulse, gazing Marquio on my fledgling cafe, Reed's retreat. Facade shimmered dawn-kissed, casements framing beans and bakes-eyed handpicked over moons. The $600,000 dad bestowed, beacon for tomorrow, alchemized reverie to realm. Launching cafe transcended ledger, reclamation right. Prior annum vortex, post-codex, I shed Gotham Post, reclaimed Portland soil. Crossroads stark. City my bolt hole, drama's dodge, but northwest hearth, dad's tether mirrored mine. Uncle Ray, lodestar, eased Hawthorne ingress, now cannon mine. We sculpted refuge, memoirs minted sands scar. Cafe Genesis drained reservoirs. Funneled $600,000 to anchor district nook, craft ambience, procure rare roasts global, artisan loaves local. Inaugural quarters frayed, dawns dim, ledgers labyrinth, retail riddles, but patrons dawned. Brew buffs buzzed, grapevine grew. Quarter 6, parity, 9, flourish. Locale rag dubbed Portland's brew beacon, igniting long-dormant fire. Proximity dad, Uncle Ray birthed unforeseen. Kin compact, authentic. Dad, eased from toil, tilled plots or ambled cafe bearing scones. Chuckles, erstwhile scarce, spiced Sabbath sups, Uncle Ray regaling rambles or ribbing dad's not whims. Imperfect, ghosts of Tyler, Laura loomed, but candor cemented. Spars from Tyler, Laura scant. Bench decreed $150,000 remit, drips erratic. Tyler liquidated ride, gadgets, scraped feasible, Laura leaned clerical coin. Exiled quietly, suburb shade. No malice conjured, but outreach. Bridge burned. One dusk, shuttering retreat, I perched ledger, doodling brew motifs. Urban purr soothed, life's cadence cue. Reflected stakes, $600,000's grace, $150,000's rupture. Beyond coin, symbols. Tyler, Laura's avarice raised all, bonds, credence, footing. Deeds etched peril of want warped wanton. Retrospect, moral transcended void. Verity, with self, dad, Uncle Ray, resurrected ruins. Agony's gaze, defiance's stand, premium. That verity buoyed enterprises grind, skepticism's silences, to sovereignty claimed. Securing bolt, I traced Portland's silhouette, beacons winking against cascades. Hearth, horizon, mine, on verity's vein. Avarice annihilates, candor conquers.